Thanks for joining us today, and thanks for putting on this wonderful AI Symposium.
Oh, absolutely, and thank you for coming. It's a pleasure to finally get this off the ground, get it going, getting LACOE out in front, and actually just being the leaders in artificial intelligence and helping our communities get to know what artificial intelligence is.
So this is actually like the first of its kind. Tell me a little bit about that.
So when artificial intelligence started to blow up, I think it was in November, lots of schools were worried, a lot of educators were worried, parents, it was all over the news. And us here in the technology department here at LACOE, we want to embrace it and we want to work with it because the business world is already using it. There's no reason why our students can't use it. There's no reason why our parents can't use it. So as we started to talk about it, as we started to continue to work with it, we connected with Dr. Eduardo, we connected with J.R. Gonzalez, and we decided, hey, we need to take this further and we need to connect and bring our communities together so that they're not afraid of the discussion and that they can be empowered to understand what's going on as opposed to just hearing it. Because you'd be surprised when you ask people, have you heard of ChatGPT? How many people really haven't heard of it, much less how many who have actually engaged with it. So we want to make sure that people who want to embrace AI or want to learn more about AI at least have that opportunity.
One of the things I think people often look at when they're talking about AI in education is they're thinking it's just about the classroom, but there's actually another really important element to AI in education, and that's related to the business operations, and that's a big area that LACOE supports with our 80 school districts here in LA County. So can you talk a little bit about where that's going and how we'll be supporting the business operations and just the discussions around them?
Yeah, so I mean, AI is a great way of giving us back the one thing everyone always wants, time. And so we can educate and work with individuals so they learn how to utilize the artificial intelligence, especially like generative AI, to streamline and to make things a little bit easier. Then that gives you back time, like creating a project charter, for example. Why do we need to sit there and go, okay, what are reasons why this won't be good? Why are reasons this will be good? When we could put it in generative AI, be like, hey, can you give me reasons why it's great and why it's not so great? And it helps automate and speed up the process, which now gives us time to actually jump into that project as opposed to just waiting and getting it back and forth and seeing what's going on.
Well, and of course, when we think of our customers, our number one customer is students. Yes. And so there is so many conversations going around with AI in the classroom. How are kids using it? What are you seeing out there? What are you hearing?
So a lot of it's a fear right now. They're like, oh, this is going to help kids cheat. This is going to help kids, they're not going to learn from it. And my big takeaway from that is this is just another step in every time a new technology tool is introduced. When Google was first introduced, there's like, no, we can't use Google as a search engine. Many schools banned it, and now look at us, we're using Google on a daily basis. It's a verb now. And then Wikipedia, same thing. It's like, no, you can't use Wikipedia, you need to use an encyclopedia because it's not accurate. And now we're still using Wikipedia for a lot of different things. And now this is just the next iteration. It's like, no, you can't use generative AI, you can't use ChatGPT because it's going to give you the answer. When in reality, is it really giving them the answer? Or is it giving them ways to critically think and ways to create, ways to get the support that they may not otherwise have?
And what's been the reaction today? What have you been hearing from people that came?
Amazing. Everyone who's come today has loved it. We have people coming from Santa Clara County Office of Ed, San Diego County Office of Ed. We have people from the East Coast coming over here just because they heard Los Angeles County Office of Ed was putting on this AI event, and they've loved it. Everyone I've talked to, they've enjoyed it. They love the different breakout rooms. They love the keynote. And they're enjoying every single aspect, and they appreciate the opportunity to at least just have that discussion and to learn more.
That's awesome. And LACOE is going to continue it's not like a one and done. We have a lot more we're working on.
Yes, so this is just a stepping stone. Our goal is to get out to the school district. Our goal is to get out to the counties, collaborate, and bring in more AI support so that way more people can be educated. We can't just have this be a one and done and not do anything with it. We need to continue to build upon this so that way our students in the future are prepared with AI so that when they do go into the business world where everyone's currently using it, they're comfortable with it and that it's going to be helpful for them and we can continue to progress as a society.
That's awesome work. We're excited to continue to support the 80 districts, the state, the nation, the education community. So we encourage people to check out our website, www.lacoe.edu, and we'll be providing more resources there. Thanks again for your work and for putting this on today. It was awesome.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me.